Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Today we think that it will be better to take a look at the Canadian dollar because right now it brings most bright setup daily chart compared to all other major currencies. So on the British pound, it's really interesting situation, but probably market will need to get some relief before we will be able to trade. Again, the British pound stands at deep oversold right now on daily chart, and theoretically, we could get the pattern there, but we need to wait a bit. In euro currency, as you can see, it's a bit dynamic action, so now the attention has switched to Great British pound and stands right now in the center of the investor's attention. And right now is the Canadian. So you probably know that this drop was triggered by the more hawkish statement from the president of the Canadian Bank, central bank, and some will increase the chance on rate hike till the end of the year in Canada. So that has led to the significant strength in the Canadian dollar. The chart, as you can see, is plunged down, and that creates the chance for trading. But guys, actually, we have the bearish view on this currency pair because you probably know that we have started our trading right from this moment. Later, we decided to take the short position here because actually, guys, I will show you in the monthly chart we have the bearish grabber. That's the major pattern that we're trading right now. The target of this pattern stands at 29.70 lows. They should be taken out by the market. That's the nearest destination of this monthly pattern. Of course, in the process of trading, we do not know what particular event will trigger the strength in the Canadian dollar. But overall technical picture suggests this drop. Right now, as you can see, the strength has come from the statement of the central bank. So here and there, it's appearing some factors that support the Canadian dollar, and that leads to the drop on this chart lower. And means that probably in the further perspective, we also will get something else that will support, maybe some crude oil price reversal or something of that sort. So that being said, Canadian dollar in the long-term perspective should continue to move down, but right now we'll be watching for a short-term scalp trade here. We know that today, tomorrow will be the Fed meeting, and theoretically, if some will be more hawkish comments or something that will support investors' expectations from the Fed, that could make this currency pair a bit weaker, and that could support some bounce here, retracement up. In general, guys, as you can see, we have not bad trading setup. This butterfly, that's bullish reversal pattern, has been completed right at the major FIB support. It's 132.80 area. It's major FIB support from that low to the top, 618 support, and right at the daily result. This creates very good background for a possible minor bounce up. At the same time, it's not everything good with this butterfly, because when you trade the butterfly, you do not want to see these drops, these accelerations right to the target of the butterfly, or but say reversal point of the butterfly. This every time it becomes the warning factor. So when you see this drop, it increases the chance the butterfly could fail. At the same time, we should know the reason of this drop, and that reason mostly temporal. So because the news have come on the market has shown reaction. So the event has completed. It's not some kind of the lasting pressure, some tensions or something of that sort that could last in time. But this is just one point information, and that's why I think that in general this setup could work. So also, as you understand, this will be separate pattern by the Jordan-Annapolis combination on daily average sold with the fib level creates the bullish stretch pattern that also suggests some bounce here. Since our overall view on the Canadian dollar is bearish, I mean currency pair, it will suggest that the market should continue to move down, we will take only the nearest target for trading. So just 3-8 retracement here, this will be our destination point. So we'll take a look at the hourly chart. We will see this market also has completed this intraday some ABCD 1618 target. And the target that we'll be watching for as a potential for this retracement will be approximately 33.75. So that's a bit more, slightly more than the 100 pips potential of this trade. Actually, not bad for intraday trade for daily setup. And finally, last moment here, guys. Since we have such huge drop here, yes, this could become the background for the Jordan-Annapolis double repo, a pattern or something of that sort. But actually, since we have very significant drop against us, against the position that we are thinking about to take, we need some more confidence. We need some more bullish context for taking the long. Usually, when I see gradual butterflies, I could take the position without some getting inside of the session. So I see the market, if butterfly is gradual, very gradual, I could take the position when the market hits the extension. But when I see such sort of action, I usually need some insurance. And this insurance could come from some pattern that could be formed here. So here, guys, we need to keep an eye on this area and watching for bullish reversal patterns. Here could be double repo by butterfly pattern, free drive, maybe even a hinge over, so market will make an attempt to move slightly lower, something. So as soon as we will get it, we could use this pattern for taking the long position with this pattern, butterfly. Target will be, as I said, approximately 3.8 resistance of the whole action of butterfly. It's 33.75 approximately. So that's the context, that's an idea on the Canadian dollar. Because right now, as I said, Loonie brings the most clear setup for trading. It brings real patterns. They are very clear, and it's really interesting should be to trade it. Now the currencies, guys, we don't have any such carded setups yet, so probably we need to wait a bit more. So maybe on Great British Pound we will get something to